When mixing Pro-Marine epoxy for 3 or less cups, measure 15 milliliters of Part A in a medicine cup. You can find these on Amazon. You can also find the condiment bottles that I use for my Part A and Part B epoxy at the Dollar Tree. Don't forget to wear nitrile gloves and a mask for safety. I have this coffee mug warmer that I also found on Amazon, which I will link below, and I use this to warm up the Part A of my epoxy so it's easier to work with for 2 minutes at 167 degrees Fahrenheit. I have to place a regular coffee mug over top of it to press down on the little gadget to make it warm the epoxy. I also use this to warm my coffee as I work. So now you're going to put 15 milliliters of Part B, which is the thinner one, on top, and you will stir for 2 minutes. Make sure when you stir, you keep your stir stick on the bottom of the cup. Don't lift it or you will add bubbles. Pro-Marine epoxy should always be kept at 75 degrees or higher when it's stored or when it's used for best use. I buy Pro-Marine epoxy through Amazon mainly, and I buy it a gallon of Part A and a gallon of Part B. You can of course start with a smaller amount or a different epoxy entirely. I use this little stir stick that I found on Amazon with epoxy stuff in a kit. And I use the handle end of it instead of the paddle end, but it's just personal preference. You can also use a popsicle stick or a silicone stir stick. When I'm done mixing for 3 minutes and it's clear, not cloudy at all, then I wipe off the stir stick with rubbing alcohol, which I keep in this little pump bottle, which I also get from the Dollar Tree. If you'd like to see me mix more epoxy than this when I do a batch of cups, then find the link below.